Hi everyone, this is Serene Martin from Serenity Secrets, your transformational wellness coach. And recently I asked you to let me know if you have any questions on wellness, and I'm glad that some questions did come in. So today I'm going to answer a question by Jimmy. Jimmy, I believe you're from Singapore, and you asked, how do you actually wake up feeling more motivated? Because Jimmy, you said that you've got flexible work arrangements, so sometimes you don't have to get up too early, and you have got the blues, and you want to know how to wake up with more zest and to wake up with a higher level of motivation. Now that is a great question, and I'm sure it's something that we can all relate to. So I'm going to offer some tips here. I can go on and on talking. Sometimes I talk a lot. So I'll try to keep it concise, but no promises, okay? So a very important thing I would say that you will need to have if you want to get up motivated is you need to have a goal, you need to have a point of focus. What is it that you're working towards, Is it something related to your career? Is it something related to your physical transformation? Is it something related to your relationship? Whatever it is, you need to have a point of focus. Your goal has to be precise. It needs to be measurable. Write it down in your journal and be very clear about what is it that you value, what is it that you want to work towards in your life. And of course, the answers are unique for everyone, but you need to be clear. Okay, what do you stand for? What do you represent? What do you want to achieve? Those basic questions, you need to have them answered. You need to be very clear about your goals. Okay, because then that is going to help you to move towards it. It gives you a point of focus. It helps you to stay aligned. It stops you from just drifting to random things, okay, because now you've got something that you want to work towards. The reason why most of you or many of us wake up feeling this sense of dread, or you feel like you're dragging your feet, or you feel just negative. Okay, where is this coming from? Well, most of what we see in society in general is very negative, okay? A lot of the media perpetuates fear, anxiety, all those YouTube advertisements that you have at the beginning of the video, where they tell you that, it's a doomsday scenario, you're all gonna die, and if you don't do this, something bad's gonna happen to your family and stuff like that, okay? So it sensationalizes paranoia a lot, and you internalize and absorb this kind of negativity sometimes without realizing it, okay? And the negativity may also come from people around you. Sometimes, very often, they are family members, maybe even your friends, okay, who gossip, who talk about things, about lack, about problems, and then what happens is, again, it gets into your subconscious mind, okay, and what happens is it becomes part of your idea and your worldview of life, okay? So you need to be very aware of the sources of this negativity. A lot of it we actually pick up from childhood, believe it or not. During our very formative years of growing up, okay, we observe the world, we see how people around us behave, and we internalize that as the norm, okay? So much so that as we become adults and we grow into our other roles, okay, part of this still remains, okay, in our subconscious, okay, and it affects us. So what happens after you recognize this is that you need to work towards removing these subconscious blocks. So now the next question is, how do we remove these blocks? You need to use your power of imagining better. I've said this many times, and I can never stress enough, how important and how powerful this is, okay? So years ago, when I first started coaching, one of the first workshops I ever did was on creative visualization. So there are many books written on it, and again, it's nothing new, okay? But it takes a sort of discipline to keep integrating it into your life, okay? Why is creative visualization so powerful? Well, neuroscience, okay, and quantum physics is increasingly proving that we are all vibrational beings, there are electromagnetic signals being emitted from us, okay, from objects, from people, and everything is vibrating at different frequencies. And this whole notion of the law of attraction and like attracts like and stuff like that, okay, it's all connected, it's all related. So when you want to attract a new reality, you need to level up in terms of how you're feeling. You need to feel good about it, okay? And if your current reality doesn't match what you intend to have as your life, you need to use the power of your imagination to unlock the new possibilities and then allow that vision to really pull you into a new state of being, okay? So how do you do creative visualization? It's actually quite simple, okay? You can close your eyes and get yourself into this relaxed state. You can play soft, soothing music, and then just imagine in your mind's eye, how would it be like if you are already achieving everything it is that you want to achieve, that specific goal that you have. How are you going to look like? What are you going to sound like? What are the kind of conversations you'll be having with people around you? What do you smell? Where will you be at? How do you carry yourself? What kind of clothes will you be wearing? And you allow that image to really draw you into this new state of being. And what happens is you are going to get a lot more energy. You're going to feel a lot more passionate about something, because now you're no longer focusing on the lack. You're focusing on a reality that you love. And what happens is you get all fired up, you get the energy, and you get into a more productive state, okay? And there's this particular part of our brain known as the reticular activating system, the RAS. Again, you can look it up. And what happens is this part of our brain is going to start looking for evidence of that reality that you are imagining, and mirroring it back to you. And what happens is you just get more and more drawn into synchronicities, and opportunities that are going to help you to change your reality, okay? So again, nothing of what I'm sharing here is new. Quantum physics, quantum science is increasingly proving that this is indeed true, and if you are really sincere in making a change in your life, you need to invest the time to look into it, and you will find the answers eventually, okay? You also need to know that out of the 5 frequencies that our brain operates on, okay, the beta, the alpha, the theta, gamma, delta, okay, the theta brainwave range, okay, is the brainwave range whereby our body, our minds, and everything functions most optimally in terms of heightened intuition. We get into this state of flow, into a better state of creativity. It also triggers many self-healing processes. It helps us to deal with anxiety better, okay? So to stimulate this whole theta brainwave side of us, okay, there is this thing known as brainwave entrainment technology, okay, and I do share some of these material, okay, during my coaching programs. You will find the information in Serenity Secrets, okay, but I'm not here to just sell you my programs. The great news is with the internet, okay, there's a lot of information available online for free. Just look it up on YouTube, okay, theta brainwaves, brain entrainment technologies, okay, and you're going to have a whole wealth of information on how you can actually access such technologies, okay, and you can play the music, okay, play it as you fall asleep, okay. Sometimes they even integrate affirmations, positive affirmations, okay, to help you to program and reprogram your subconscious, okay, mind, and to remove the blocks that you have. And what happens is, like I mentioned, okay, you're going to stimulate change in your belief system at a much deeper level, okay? So what actually translates into inspired action, okay, is actually not our conscious minds, but our subconscious minds, our deep-seated beliefs about something, okay? Which is why it's very sometimes easy to tell someone, right? You just have to be positive, but that's just lip service, or you can try to make changes cosmetically on the surface, but you really feel like you're forcing yourself to make the change, okay? But once you reprogram your subconscious mind, okay, using creative visualization, using positive affirmations, using brain entrainment technologies, of course, there are so many other things that I could talk about, but I'm not going to go into too much of detail in this one video. Okay, but basically, once you work on changing your subconscious beliefs, okay, what happens is inspired action becomes a lot more easier, and it's supposed to be, that's why it's called inspired action, and you would realize that you just know what you want to do with your time, your sense of intuition is just heightened, and you just feel yourself, you just feel like you've got this sense of clarity about what you're going to do when, and it will feel right, okay? So that is what you want to achieve, and I'm sure that you will be able to get there if you persist. Okay, so that's the other thing. When you want to cultivate a change in your habits, okay, or even in your belief systems, okay, again, science has shown that the change is not going to happen if you just try it for one day and give up the next day. Okay, you need to practice and try it consistently for at least 21 days, okay, 30 days, and then see what happens from there. Okay, so for now, I'll stop here, but these are some of the tips I have for you. Jimmy, the person who asked the question, I hope that this helps you, okay, and I hope that you can start working on some of the things that I've shared here if it resonates with you. And for everyone out there who have watched this video, I hope that this helps you as well, of course. And if you have tried something that helps you to be more motivated, to wake up with more energy and to feel more focused, do feel free to comment and share as well, and we can keep the conversation going. So that's all from me. Thank you so much for joining me, and have a wonderful day and week. Bye.